Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In this tutorial, we're continuing looking at the 6 pieces of the request from this forum post. And this is the 5th piece, which was to group all events after the cursor. Now, a couple weeks ago, we looked at how to select all events after the cursor, whether or not we wanted to include the events under the cursor. So I'm going to call those 3A and 3B. And then the week before that, we showed how to group all events on the timeline. And so everything on the timeline was grouped into one piece. So now what we're going to do is we're basically going to combine steps 2 and 3A or 3B to select only all of the events after the cursor. So I'm going to use the 3A method, which selected the ones truly after the cursor, not the ones under the cursor, and then we're going to group them all together. So let's see how we do this. Once again, we start with my Vegas equals Vegas. Then I'm going to get the time code, which is the cursor location, because we have to know which ones we want to be after. And then my Vegas.transport.cursor position is the location of that. Then we're going to create a new track event group called TG, and that's a new track events group. And then we want myvegas.project.trackEventGroups.add, and we're going to add this new group that we just created. Now we're going to go for each track, my track in myvegas.project.tracks, then for each track event in mytrack.events, and if the event.start is greater than or equal to the cursor location, is it after it, then we're not going to worry about selecting it this time. We're just going to add it to the group. And so that will create a group of all events that are after the cursor location. So let's test this out. We can leave our cursor where it's at. Now, after running, if I move this one, then you'll notice that it moves by itself. But if I grab this one over here, then you'll notice that everything to the end of the track moves. So as you can see, things got a little bit more complicated this time in that we combined 2 of the processes together, but it was still a very simple script, and this one is probably one that's easier to do using a script. And so I hope you liked this tutorial, like, subscribe, and we'll look at the final step in our next tutorial. Please sign up at www.JETDV.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.